Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. I'm Tiffany Spaulding from Totally Tiffany, and I am obsessed with organization. And I guess even more than being obsessed with organization, I'm obsessed with helping you get organized, because I know that if you're organized, you're going to craft more often, you're going to have more fun, you're going to invite other people to craft with you, and your whole crafting experience is just going to be better. Besides that, you're also going to be able to find your stuff and put your stuff away, which is great as well. So let's talk specifically about crafting supplies, right? You need to organize them in a way that your brain can find them, that you can establish a path, basically, for your brain to follow to find your stuff. And the way to do that is to organize your supplies into 4 major categories. The first category is alphabets and numbers, and that's going to be anything that's alphanumeric but not theme specific. The second category is themes and sentiments A to Z. So whether you're a scrapbooker or a card maker or a mixed media artist, it doesn't really matter. All of those things are going to be categorized together. So beach, baby, birthday, travel, sports, these are all the things that you might create a scrapbook page or a mixed media project or a card about, and you want to be able to find them quickly and easily all grouped together. The third section is the calendar year, and that's super simple, right? Holidays and seasons. When you want to work on a Christmas project, you want to see everything you have for Christmas. You don't want to rely on your memory to get you over to that bin or that box, or do I have Christmas brads? Do I have Christmas stickers? You want to look in one place and see it all. The last category is the rainbow, and the rainbow is the hardest category for people to get their brains around, because it means you're going to take everything, group it by color, and put it together by color. Oh, that means your flowers, your brads, your tags, your eyelets, they're all going to be together. So if you need something red, you're going to be able to look in just one place to find that red thing that you need. And most importantly, you're going to know if you have it or if you don't. So let me show you how to apply the 4-section system specifically to scrapbooking, card making, anything that's paper crafting. Let me start by giving you a quick introduction to the scrap rack. So the scrap rack is this metal base, and it does actually sit up on your desktop right at this nice angle, right? So everything is right at your fingertips. On the face of the base unit is a really heavy-duty hook and loop fabric. It works with these 3-ring sections. We call them spinders, and that is a cross between the word binder and spine. Standard 3-ring, locking tabs at the end, and on the back, this is what makes it unique, it has the hook and loop so that it'll stick to the base unit, right? So that's the scrap rack. How is it going to make your life easier, and how is it going to help you get organized? Oh, it's so simple. I talked about the 4-section system, and now I'm going to show you how the 4-section system works. Really important about your craft supply organization. It needs to be visible. It needs to be accessible. It needs to be portable if you go to crops and classes, which most of us do. And for most of us, it needs to be expandable, because we will probably buy 1 or 2 more craft supplies. Okay, so this is the scrap rack. It's loaded with 4 spinders. Your scrap rack is going to come with 7. I just have 4 on here. Make it a little bit easier to show you each of the individual sections. The first section we talked about alphabets and numbers. So this is anything that's alphanumeric and not theme specific, and I'll talk more about that later. But anything that you would use to create a tag or a title or words on a page. So if you have something, if you like the thicker stickers by We Are, and you have this template for the guides for them, put them right in there with your alphabets, right? You're gonna see them, you're gonna remember that you have them, and then you're gonna use them, and that is really the key. So anything that you're gonna use to spell, to write, to create words, tags, titles, any of that kind of stuff. And it doesn't matter what size it is, and it doesn't matter what color it is, as long as it's not theme specific. So these are paper. There was chipboard in the front. Now all of these are alphabet brads. I've got alphabet stickers here in a variety of colors. One thing that people ask me all the time is, should I keep my alphabet stickers together by color? And I'm going to tell you, oh, it's going to give you a stomachache. No. Think about how you use things, and that's going to guide you to how to store them. So if you're going to spell out a word, whether you're working on a card or a mixed media project or a scrapbook page, you have a finite amount of space, right? So if you want to write the word happy birthday on a 4x6 card, you can't use 2-inch chipboard letters, right? You need smaller letters where you're going to be able to put the whole word on the front of that card or in that space on your scrapbook page. So if you have your letters together by size rather than by color, you're going to know what all your options are. So as an example, you're trying to spell out 4th of July. You go to if you have your stickers grouped by color, you go to red and you say, oh, I have red stickers, but I don't have a T. Maybe I could mix and match red and blue. Then you have to go to blue. Do you have stickers that match in blue? Do you have the T in blue? I have the T in blue, but I also need to know, maybe I can go to white. You're going to spend all your time flipping around, looking in all the different color categories. Whereas here, you can say, okay, yeah, I have red and I have blue. They're the same font, they're the same size, and I'm ready to go. So with alphabet stickers, think about how you use them, where you use them, finite amount of space, and try to store your alphabets as best you can together by size. Unmounted stamps, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's alphanumeric, and again, not theme specific, stencils, you're gonna put it in this first section, right? It doesn't matter if it's a dimensional sticker, it doesn't matter if it's a small stencil or a large stencil, it's all gonna be right there in the alphanumeric section. You're gonna find things and use them. Section 2 is themes and sentiments A to Z. This is going to vary for everybody. We all craft about different things, what we're doing in our lives, what our interests are, how old our children are. One of the amazing things about the themes and sentiments section is that it's so flexible, so easy with the 4-section system to take things out that you're not using and replace them with sections that you are. The goal is, so here, this is a birthday section. When I sit down to work on a birthday project, I'm going to see everything I have. I've got happy birthday dies, balloon dies, I've got borders, I've got embossing folders. I know everything that I have to possibly work with when I'm working on a birthday theme, and it's all here and it's all at my fingertips. You can even put paper in your scrap rack. So I put paper into my scrap rack that I just have 10 or 20 sheets for a particular theme. And then I use our paper storage boxes or fab files to hold the big themes that I have tons of paper for. I'm kind of a travel paper junkie, so I have probably 1,000 sheets of travel paper. Obviously, I'm not going to put those in my scrap rack, but I do have them organized still in the 4-section system in the paper storage boxes. So you absolutely can put paper in as well. Okay, that's section 2, themes and sentiments A to Z. And remember, it's going to be different for everybody. It's based on what you craft about and how you think about things, right? So as an example, when you're organizing, I organized all my beach stuff under B for beach, right? My girlfriend puts all her beach stuff under V for vacation. That doesn't make any sense to me, but it makes total sense to her because that's how she thinks about the beach. So it's really important when you're choosing categories that you choose the categories that make the most sense to you. Okay, third section is the calendar year. And this is where you put everything grouped by holiday or season chronologically through the year. And I just want to pull this out of here to show you that even bulky things, if I can get it out of there, even bulky things like this are going to fit into your scrap rack, right? The more things that you can get in there, the better off you're going to be because you're going to see those things and you're going to use those things. So it doesn't matter if it's things like glitter, which is something you might not even be using right now because it's a pain to get to or you forget that you have it. Put it in a little Ziploc bag and put it in the category that it belongs in. A Ziploc baggie of glitter will glitter the world, right? You don't need an entire 2-ounce bottle of glitter. You just need enough to work on your project without having to think about it or go look for it. So calendar year, holiday and season, when you sit down to work on something, whether it's a trick or treat bag for your child's 2nd grade class, or it's your Halloween cards or your Halloween pages, you want to be able to see everything just by flipping through, right? You want to create a gift tag for a Christmas party or a thank you tag as a hostess gift for a bottle of wine that you're taking. How easy is it going to be to go get a red tag, go to your Christmas section and pick those perfect embellishments, create that perfect little tag. I'll tell you a quick story. I was going to a birthday party for a girlfriend, bringing her a bottle of wine, didn't have a wine bag, was in my office, thought, what am I going to do with this bottle of wine? Went to my bling section, had a bling that said happy birthday, blinged up the bottle, right? It was adorable. Now, for those of you who know me, I have 2 boys and a husband and a male dog. Bling does not cross the threshold of my house, right? Everything at my house is covered in motorcycle dirt and grease, right? So it's fun for me to get to bling things up. But I took this bottle that said happy birthday and bling with bling flourishes to this dinner party that was all girls and presented it to my girlfriend Heidi. And all the other women at the event were like, oh my gosh, you are so crafty. You're amazing. Oh, I can't believe you can do this stuff. It literally took me 3 minutes. I was able to do it because I could go right to my scrap rack, find that thing and use it, right? So you will use your craft supplies so much more often when they're just at your fingertips. Again, whether you're creating a Christmas card, how many of us have bought birthday cards because we don't have time to make a card, even though we have everything we need to make a card, right? Make it simple, make it easy and accessible, and you will use your stuff so much more often. Okay, I'm kind of sidetracked. Holidays and seasons. You want to see everything, again, right at your fingertips. Now you can really load up your pockets in your scrap rack. I have multiple things in each pocket. They're clear so I can see things from both sides. So put things in backwards in the back side and put them on the front side so that as you turn the pages, you really get to see all the things that you've got. Okay, holiday and seasons. Last section, the rainbow. Now this section, as I mentioned, freaks people out because we've sort of been taught you have to keep your flowers over here, your beads over here, your eyelets over there, your ribbon over there. You don't have to do any of that. As a matter of fact, when you keep everything together by color, not only are you going to use more stuff, you're going to use more knowledge, right? So we took classes in how to use brads or how to use flowers or how to use bling, right? And if you don't see it, if it's not out in front of you, you forget all those things, those techniques that you learned. This puts all those techniques in front of you. So you're going to use more stuff. You're going to use more knowledge. You're going to know more of what you have, and you're going to become a better designer. So when you look at a layout or a card or a mixed media project and you think, oh, this needs a red flower, if you go to your red section and you see, oh, wait a minute, I have bows and I have bling and I have brads and I have these cute buttons. Now I'm layering all those things into my project to really make it something special. And it's because it's all right in front of you and it's all at your fingertips. And it doesn't matter what it is. Here's that glitter I was talking about, right? I've got glitter in there and buttons and borders and long borders of bling and wraps of ribbon. And I've even got card blanks. So if you're not a card maker, but you do make some cards, put those card blanks right in the color category. Now, if I'm going to make a Christmas card, I can come right to red, pick that red card out, and then go to the Christmas section and finish it off, or birthday, or whatever it is. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what color it is. So I have red and pink together, and orange and yellow together. But by just flipping to that section, I'm going to be able to see everything that I've got, and it's all at my fingertips. Okay, in order to travel with your scrap rack, with your components, you need to take them off the base unit. How are you going to do that? Because the hook and loop fabric is super sticky. Get your bone folder or some other sort of blunt edge instrument like a butter knife, something that's not sharp, and all you're going to do is slide that bone folder between the hook and loop fabric on the Spinder and the base unit, and then as you slide it down, it's just going to come off just like that, super easy, right in your hand. So really easy. Bone folder between the two Velcros and push up, and you're good to go. Traveling with your supplies when you're using a scrap rack system is so simple. All you need is our 12 by 12 craft binder, and you are going to be able to easily transport whatever you need for a crop or class, especially if it's just an evening or an afternoon event. So the craft binder is a large zipper binder. Let me open it up, and you can already see it has this large pocket on the front where I've got my paper trimmer. It has handles and a shoulder strap. And when I open it up, you're going to see on the inside, large pocket on the back. That's my 12 by 12 cutting mat. It's got this large strip of hook fabric, a bunch of elastic loops, and reinforced pockets on this side. So all your basic tools and supplies are going to go on this side. And then you're going to add those spinders, those sections, right to that hook and loop fabric inside the binder. So if I'm going to work on birthday, I've got my birthday section here. So everything I need to work on birthday pages, cards, whatever it is. And then I'm also going to take a second section. I'm going to take my rainbow section. And now I haven't spent really any time at all packing up. I haven't separated everything. I don't have to put everything, into little piles or figure out how to box them up. It's just all in. I'm going to close up the binder and I'm going to head out the door. When I get home, I'm just going to reverse the process. I'm going to be able to take those sections right out of the binder, put them back on my scrap rack, And now everything's right back where it belongs, quick and easy. Super fast, super efficient. And I haven't wasted any time packing up. I haven't wasted a ton of time putting things away when I get home. Okay, let me show you how easy it is to put your scrap rack together. When you get your scrap rack, it is going to come, you're going to get all these pieces, 2 wings, 7 3-ring sections, the spinders, and then the actual center base piece is that last piece. So I'm going to put it together. When you flip it over, you're going to see the scrap rack on the back, and inside you're going to find this little hinge pin. Just pull that out. Tip this up, and now you just have to line up the hinges and then just slide the pin through the hinges. So I want you to notice the angle that this is when I slid that pin through. What else I want you to notice is that there are 4 little rubber feet here. So those don't belong up in the air, those belong on your desktop. So once you put the hinge through, then you're going to turn the scrap rack back over and set it on those 4 little feet on your desktop. And then your next step, so simple, put the wings on, and it doesn't matter which wing goes on either side. They're exactly the same. Very simple. Next, you want to load your spinders with pages and dividers first before you put them on the base. And then when you put them on the base, once they're loaded, it's kind of, there is no right answer for how to put them on the base. When you just have a few pages on them, you're going to put them farther apart. When you have a lot of pages, you're going to put them together. So just play with the locations of the spinders on the base once they're loaded up to get the perfect flipping for what you're doing and how many pages you have on it, right? You're going to start with just a few pages and a few spinders, and then as you add supplies, you're going to really load it up. The scrap rack works best when it's fully loaded. It is really designed to hold thousands of pieces of crafting supplies. So load it up and get your best value out of that scrap rack space that you're using to organize your supplies. All right, so the scrap rack pages are going to make your life so easy for organizing supplies because they are designed around the products that we use in paper crafting. And that means that all of our basic storage pages are 12.5 by 12.5, the footprint of them. So you can see even this paper that has the little border at the top fits comfortably in the 12 by 12 pocket. So this is called the supersize single. And as you're looking at the different pockets and how they might fit your supplies, generally, in most cases, the name of the pocket, in this case, the supersize single, is going to tell you it's a single pocket, one big pocket. All of the pockets on the scrap rack pages have this little flip up flap, right? So if you always work at home, you can tuck the flap behind your supplies, and then it makes it really easy to pull things in and out. But if you travel with your supplies, you're going to want to put that flap over the top, and that's going to add that layer of protection. So the supersize single is 12.5 by 12.5, one pocket. This is our double extra long, 2 pockets that are 6 by 12. And again, perfect for 6 by 12 stickers, anything that's a little bit longer. Great for things like thickers so that you can really see and get to all of your supplies. And just to show you quickly how many things, right? People think, can I just put one thing in the pocket? I just want to show you really quickly, look at all the things that are in this one pocket, right? So as much as you're comfortable putting in there, the pockets are made of a food grade plastic. They're super durable, they're very strong, and yet they're lightweight. The triple play pocket has 3 long skinny pockets. They're 12.5 by 4. So again, great for borders, stickers, that type of thing. Fabulous 4 is 6 by 6. So many of the things in paper crafting are in that 6 by 6 dimension. So stamps, stickers, card blanks, these are even my little 6 by 6 stencils. So you'll find tons of things that are going to fit in those pockets. Fantastic 5 pockets that are 5 by 7, and then this one little cute pocket in the middle. He just kind of worked his way in there. But a lot of things come in this dimension as well. So you can see everything in this is around the theme travel. I can see everything, I can get to everything, and when I flip it over, I can see things on the back side as well. The perfect 6 page is 6 pockets that are 4 by 6. So again, super common size for crafting supplies, for unmounted stamps. Also, this is a great page for organizing 4 by 6 photos by layout. So if you're working on a double page spread, you might put 6 pictures for the left side and 6 pictures for the right side. And now you've got 3 double page spreads kind of pre-planned out with your photos in that page. The straight 8 is 8 pockets, and you can see here they're just perfect for those skinny, short little things. And even just look at these. These are big and bulky, right? They're thick. It doesn't matter. You're just going to slide them into that pocket, and they're going to stay in there. And when you go to your alphabet section, you're going to find them. So don't be afraid to put things in there. It's going to handle the bulkiness of stuff. Even things like unmounted red rubber stamps are going to be just fine in there. The Trader's 12 is 12 3x4 pockets. So perfect for all those little tags, titles, accessories, chipboard. They're all going to fit in there. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. Double-sided duo. We have 2 pages that are double-sided. This one has 6x12 pockets on the front and a 12x12 pocket on the back. So this is great for things that go together. You want to keep things together you're going to use together. So I've got borders and stickers in the front that match big stickers and paper in the back. So kind of like getting 2 pages for one. That's the double-sided duo 2x1. The double-sided duo 4x1, 4 pockets on the front, 1 pocket on the back. And this is a perfect page for storing categories where you just have a few things, right? I've got this sticker, a rub-on, some cutouts, and this sticker is a little bit long. You can just leave it sticking out of the pocket. It's going to be just fine. And on the back side, then I've got the paper for that category as well. So your basic storage pages come in packages of 10, and they're all the same. So you're going to choose the ones that are going to work best for your supplies, and then build your scrap rack system, your organization system around that. There are also a large variety of specialty storage pages that we offer that fit in your scrap rack, which also fit in the 12x12 craft binder and our other binders as well. The specialty storage pages, this is called the Flippin storage page, and I'm not even gonna, well, it has this little locking tab, right, that goes over the front of it, and the pockets on the inside flip. So you've got 6 pockets on the top and 5 pockets on the bottom, 4x6 and 5x7. This one I've got loaded up with dimensional embellishments, right? And I love washi tape. So this is all about these are all the embellishments for a road trip that I took with my husband. So I just used my USA washi tape on there. And now wherever we were, I've got the stickers or the embellishments, and I can just flip through and see everything. It's fast, it's easy, and it's fun too. Right, I'm going to close that up. So this is the Flippin storage page. Those come in sets of 3. Next up, we have the side loader single. So this is a heavier plastic, and it's going to hold about 20 sheets of paper, 10 sheets of cardstock, and it loads in and out the side. And it works for other things too. So this is an entire kit, an entire travel kit. I've got the whole kit. I just slid it in there. Now I can put it in my travel section. I'm going to take the little flap, and this is going to actually tuck in, and that's what holds things on the inside. This is the double-sided embellishment storage page, and it has 12 pockets on the front, 12 pockets on the back, and they all have this little locking tab that slides into the notch. And it also has a pocket in the middle that you can slide things into. I've loaded this one up just with chipboard alphabets, right? They're a little bit cumbersome, super easy to see now. I can see what I've got. Other side, fully loaded. I've also got some alphabet buttons down here. But with these little locking tabs, when you have bulky things, it's going to lock them down nice and neat and tidy. This is all loaded up from a trip that I took with my mom. I've got all the mementos. I've got all the pictures from the trip that I've already printed. They're all in here. So when I'm ready to scrap this trip, I've got everything I need right out in front of me and at my fingertips. Mementos, big pocket in the middle for 12x12, things that I bought that are special for this trip. And then this large back pocket as well, where I've got all those larger mementos. So if you do a trip and you have maps and awards and whatever you get, this is a great way to collect all of those things together and be ready to craft them. It's also the perfect page to use for whole collections of products. So you might have paper and embellishments and stickers. You can put that whole collection right here in the project planner. One of the really important things about organizing your supplies is choosing a system that is expandable, right? That's one of the things: visible, accessible, portable, and expandable. So whatever you're using to organize supplies, you want to make sure you can expand it without having to change everything, without reorganizing everything. And that's one of the cool and unique features about the Scrap Rack. Because it was designed by paper crafters, by scrapbookers, we really understood, as we're putting it together, how all those things need to work together. So with the Scrap Rack, you're going to start with a single base and 7 spinders. And then when you need more organization space, you're just going to take the wing off, get an expansion base, and now your expansion base is going to come with 8 more spinders. Move the wing to the outside, use the connector that comes with your expansion base, and voila! You have now just doubled your storage by only adding 15 more inches of Scrap Rack to your storage system. Super easy, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can spread your things out, put in new categories. It's very simple. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love working with it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message.